was a nice lift back there. But you got a lot to learn.
Crap.
You stick with me and I'll teach you a few things.
No offense, but I don't even know you.
My friends call me Sully.
Hello and welcome back to Square One Games. My name is Exonovan and this is chapter 19 of our brutal difficulty walkthrough for Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. Now, as soon as you see the screen fade up from black from the checkpoint after the cutscene, right? You want to immediately come right here. And you have to be really quick about it because you want to be sure that you can kill that dude that I just killed on screen before he starts running around and shooting you and stuff. So if you don't time it right, he's going to be running around shooting you, and so is everybody else. So in other words, you won't be able to make that run successfully because they'll end up killing you on your run. So as soon as you see the screen fade from black, make your push, get right here. And this is pretty much all you got to do for about a minute or two. Now I say a minute or two because it really just depends on how lucky you are with throwing back these grenades and getting the 2 kills. So let me explain this. You've got 4 people on screen. One guy's up top in flat gear. You can see he's trying to get an angle on me right now. He's shooting from the top. You don't really have to worry about him too much because of the angle, but sometimes he will drift a little bit further to the right and he can actually shoot you whether you're behind cover or tossing back a grenade, because you know when you toss back a grenade you kind of come out of cover a bit with your hands. Sometimes you can shoot those. If you want to remedy that, you can just scoot to the right a little bit in the piece of cover and you'll decrease the angle and you should be good. There's a dude in the back left of the map. I don't know if you can see him or not, but there's a column over there on the left and there's the red wood on it. He's back there. You don't have to worry about him either. And then there's one guy under the archway directly in front of me and then one guy behind that piece of cover behind him. So there's 2 guys directly in front of me. That's the 2 guys that you're worried about, okay? So you're basically using your grenades to toss back at those 2 guys until they're dead. That's really the whole trick to this whole thing, is making sure that those 2 guys are dead. Very hard to blind fire kill them from here. You can see I'm shooting off a couple of rounds to show you that it's very hard to shoot them because they don't really come out of cover. You know what I mean? The guy in the back will sometimes come out of cover, but he's so far away, it's hard to get bullets on. So just sit here and chill. You should be good at tossing back grenades if you've played through Crushing already and you've been using my strategies for Brutal, because throwing back grenades is something that we do quite a bit of. It should only be 1 grenade at a time, so you don't have to worry about trying to throw back multiple grenades, which can be a little bit tricky. So we're just waiting to get those 2 guys killed. Once they're dead, then what's going to happen is the dude in flat gear is going to jump down and try to push you. He's going to be very aggressive. You can see right there the dude in the back left of the map is pushing too. It is possible to kill both of them and you'll be good and you just keep going through the level. My suggestion would be just to go ahead and make them aggressive, shoot at them a couple times, make sure that they start punching you. Okay, the reason why you want them to punch you is because it's a slower death than shooting and it gives you time to kind of restart your checkpoint. You can also die there too. I've tested it before. If you take the death, you'll be at a checkpoint, or if you restart your checkpoint, you'll be obviously at the new checkpoint. And you don't have to ever really kill the dude in flat gear or the other guy that came from the left-hand side of the map. Now right here, all you have to do is just take a death. I shoot this guy right here because he hardly ever shoots up to me or whatever. I'm just gonna fast forward this a bit until I can get these 2 guys in the back to spawn in. These 2 guys in the back of the map will tend to kill you quicker than anybody else in this little combat sequence. Boom. I was just shooting to make him aggressive, making sure that I kept my face out and out from cover, and he basically kills me. Then we leapfrog another checkpoint. We're down here, okay, because there's 3 checkpoints in this area. We're now in the 3rd one. They're gonna come barreling through the doors. But because of where you spawn in at, if you shoot across the map where I am, you get total advantage. You see what I'm saying? So all you gotta do is just kind of chill. Like I said, if they peek out of cover, they're gonna throw a grenade at you, shoot them first, and you're able to get your grenade kill that way. Go around and make sure you pick up a couple pieces of ammo and then make it to the next section. Now, all you have to do here is just blind fire kill the dude up on top of the ledge. Pretty standard stuff from us. A little bit trickier here because he does have the height advantage on you. Then make sure you just shoot up all this wood. Now this next section can be a little bit tricky, but if you memorize where the enemy is gonna be, you can actually get the shot on first and get your kill. Remember, you're gonna be hanging from a ledge, so if you're not quick on getting your shots on, he'll kill you. I'm gonna show you here where he's gonna be. You see what I'm saying? I got it memorized. As soon as you hop across, point right there and get your kill. See what I'm saying? So you can maybe go back and watch that a couple of times and maybe pause it, get an idea of where he's gonna be at, and then you get your shots on that way and you're good to go. Now with this combat sequence, you want to run up and grab the sniper rifle and then come back to this piece of cover right here. You don't necessarily want to be fighting up behind that other piece of cover where I guess the game is wanting you to be at. On crushing, it's possible to make it there. But in brutal, I find that this is the safest. Now you just saw me point and I moved my reticle up and down in that spot. That's just so you know that eventually that's where an enemy is going to be at. They love to attack you right here where you're seeing right now and to that right hand side. And so that's why I was showing you that. Yeah, eventually you'll see them, they'll show up there. So you just want to keep that in your frame of reference, because especially if you're aiming with the sniper rifle and you're zoomed in, obviously you lose that peripheral vision. As soon as you come out of shooting somebody, if you're scoped in, look over there, because if you're getting shot and you're dying in this spot, they may be shooting you from where I showed you earlier. So keep that in mind. So right here, I'm just going to be timing my shots, waiting for these dudes to catch some reloads or when I feel that it's safe. And then I'm just going to peek out of cover. I think he see how you move right there, then boom, get my shot. So it's either going to be directly in front of you or to that right hand side. And this is pretty much patience right here. You guys know that patience is key, especially with my guides. I try to make them as safe as possible, and a lot of times that means waiting for the enemy to become aggressive and then taking advantage of that. So I'm just going to be using my shoulder lean mechanics to get angles, staying really safe. That dude was tossing a grenade. Even if I wouldn't have shot him with this gun, obviously he would have dropped the grenade and I would have got the kill anyway. Just waiting again, dude up top, waiting to get some angles on these guys. Also make sure that you're running away from those grenades right there. You know, like right there I got hurt. As long as I don't see the, and I've learned this in Crushing and Brutal 9 times out of 10, right? As long as I don't see the throwback reticle, even then I saw the throwback reticle, but I dove out of the way, you probably won't die. You know what I mean? If you see that throwback reticle and you don't move, you're probably gonna die, or you don't throw it back, right? Otherwise, you can usually take a shot and be okay. As long as you don't get shot when you're hurt with the, grenade going off, you should be good. So I think there's probably going to be a couple more guys on the board. You just push up to get them to spawn in. Now at this stage in the game, you can push back if you want to. Like right there, I kind of got caught. I didn't know that guy was still on board, so I made sure I blind fire killed him and then push back here. Otherwise, you'd want to push back here immediately, okay? But I didn't know that that dude was still on the map, so I kind of caught a little lucky break right there. Boom, he's down. These sniper rifles in this game are amazing. I love them. Because it's just straight shot. You don't have to worry about bullet sway and bullet drop and all that stuff. You just shoot. And it's dead on accurate. I like it. And you get plenty of shots with it too. I think I just fired off a shot there to see if anybody else was still moving around, because I believe there's one more dude left. So I'm going to come up here and get some cover for safety, see if I can figure out where he is. And I want to say in my headset I either heard him or maybe it was just instinct that, yeah, there he is, that the board wasn't clear yet. So just going to wait. Boom, yeah. When they toss back those grenades, man, they are just completely ready to be shot. You know what I mean? All right, so this is your last combat sequence in Chapter 19. We're going to be skipping the horse chase sequence here in a second just because you don't really have to kill anybody in that. You're just trying to open up the gate. So keep in mind here that I'm showing you a circle and another circle with my reticle. That's because this next guy that pushes you, and he always will push you, by the way. So be ready. He's either going to come straight ahead, push you straight, or he's going to push you over there to that left hand side. So just be aware of that. If you push it to the left hand side, he's going to go all the way around the map, and you can just shoot him as he's running down the hill. Then just make sure you focus your attention on the columns that I'm showing you right here, so you can get the minigun down, right? So the minigun's not going to be firing at you anymore, because that's a big advantage that the enemy has on you right now, is that minigun. And then focus your attention somewhere over here. This guy's going to push you right where you see him pushing me, or he's going to go to that left shaded area right there, or he's going to push you straight, okay? One or the other. So make sure you get that kill. Then everything else is going to play out per usual, guys. We're going to get us some blind fire kills, waiting for the enemies to push us. Remember, there is some dudes here with flat gear on, so you got to pay attention to those guys. But all in all, it's just going to be sitting right here chilling, throw back grenades when you need to, and get your kills. So I'm just really going to let this thing play out. There's no more tricks I can really show you here. Like I said, just focus your attention on everybody that I'm showing you on screen, and you should be good to go. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you right here in the next one. You guys be good.